Pratap Singh, you're joining us on NewsX. Our big focus is how a massive landslide triggered by continuous rainfall has severely impacted a section of the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway in Ramban district, bringing traffic to a complete standstill. The highway is buried under a thick layer of rocks, mud and debris, leaving hundreds of private vehicles and goods carriers stranded on the highway. Visuals from the side depict a chaotic scene, vehicles submerged in sludge, roofs torn apart, debris scattered across the road. Authorities are now working to clear the debris and restore connectivity. Well, 3 people have lost their lives. More than 100 others have been rescued after heavy rain triggered a flash flood in that village in Jammu and Kashmir's Ramban district. Ajay Jandial is joining us for more on this story. Ajay, what is the situation now on ground? The death toll and the number of injured, of course, has risen, even as we're learning that more than 100 people have been rescued so far.
Yes, today, as far as this death is concerned, according to information by the officials, only 3 people have died till now. No other body have been recovered or any injuries have been reported till now. Our sources are saying that right after this, warning was issued, the local was conveyed the same thing, and they have been shifted to the safer location. So that is the reason that only 3 people, those who have died, they are died on in another location in the Ramban district, where the visuals we are showing is definitely a tragic incident where more than 2 dozen houses are totally damaged, and about 40 houses are partially damaged, including mosque, mandir, temple and mosque and other properties over there. But authorities are there on the job to ensure that all the people, if they are stuck, they have to be rescued, as the number of vehicles are still under the garbage and the mud. It's basically come with the flash floods in the during the VR of the today on 19th of April.
All right, let me in fact also join Naveen Kumar Bhatnagar at this point, former DIG NDRF. Naveen Kumar Bhatnagar, this of course is a very precarious situation over there. These visuals of course are heart-wrenching. Vehicles, houses, trucks, goods carriers, they've all been buried under the rubble as we speak there. What now becomes the priority for local authorities?
Yeah, our main priority is to save the life of the people who are injured or affected with this cloud burst. So in this cloud burst, there is a heavy flash flood, and due to that, the life saving is very, very difficult, because lot of mud and water coming from top to bottom. So with a heavy pressure, so mudslide and the boulder ice, the effect of that. So what are the building or the manpower or anything between, there is a chance and hope that higher level best, and they are trying to rescue the people, and they have succeeded also. So we'll see what best we can do it, but anyhow risk is really there, threat is there. So the situation is not so easy. The flash flood definitely is having very, very difficult the rescue operations and the affected people. So we should take care about, and people are doing their well.
Yes. Okay, we're getting more news now coming in. Stay with us. Stay with us. About 40 residential houses have been damaged, we're told, after the flash floods hit Dharamkund village. The incessant rain also triggered landslides and mudslides at nearly a dozen places between Nashri and Banihal as well. Krishna Mitru, consultant disaster management, is with us on the broadcast. Krishna Mitru, many houses buried as well because of a result of this landslide. In fact, mudslides also reportedly were triggered at nearly a dozen places.
Flash floods and not the cloudburst. The difference between cloudburst and flash flood is that in cloudburst you must have
सुबह ये तकरीबन 3 बजे से
there's some interruption. In the cloudburst there's a 10 centimeters rain in an hour over an area of 10 square kilometers. Unless that happens, it cannot be graded as a cloudburst. Otherwise, if it is less than that, like in this case, it is only 6 centimeters of rain in an hour. And since the rain has happened in the upper reaches of cloud, the flash floods have brought in a lot of debris, including a lot of boulders, stones, etc., at a very fast speed. That is how it is called flash flood. Now, the main damage what has occurred is on the riverbed. That too is because of unauthorized constructions. If you see the land 200 meters on either side of river is not to be occupied for any construction. However, this land has been occupied all over downslope of the river, where when the flash floods have happened, those encroachments which have been built on the riverbeds, they have been extensively damaged. Now, the damage caused is probably positively not because of the government, it's because of people themselves who have opted to encroach upon the land and live in a dangerous area, which has already been declared as a dangerous area by the government, which is 200 meters on either side of the river. Now, unless we stop such encroachments, we have seen like in the past, and it can happen, it can continue to happen all over the country. We have seen such encroachments even in the plain. It's not specific only to the hills. Yes, the difference here is that in the hills, when flash floods or a cloudburst happens, the downfall of the debris and the boulders is at a very, very fast speed and in real bulk. Whereas it does not happen so in the plain. Here, specifically, those areas which are low-lying have been affected. The only method the people over there can save themselves now is to go to the higher reaches of the hills.
Yes.
And basically the rescue teams.
Okay, we're getting reactions on this coming in fact. Let's quickly play them out. A local is reacting.
कि सुबह ये तकरीबन 3 बजे से जिस तरह से एक बारिश अंधाधुंध यानी बारिश हुई है पूरे जिला रामबन में, खासतौर रामबन के एरिया में जो नोटिस आ रहा है, और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हमारी एलजी साहब से, माननीय चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब से भी गुजारिश है कि लोगों को इस त्रसदी के दिन उनके साथ छाना बिछाना, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन भी दिखनी चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट भी दिखनी चाहिए, लोकल जो बॉडीज है वो भी दिखनी चाहिए, और साथ ही साथ उनको जितनी भी मदद हो सके इस मौके पे करवानी चाहिए। विजिट करके असेसमेंट किया जाए कितनी प्रॉपर्टी का लॉस हुआ, और प्रॉपर्टी के हिसाब से लोगों को उनका माकूल मुआवजा भी दिया जाना चाहिए, और रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन खासतौर जल्दी शुरू किया जाए। और